I just wanted to do a quick video on different types of gun laws in Pennsylvania and New Jersey because, again, we're getting a lot of questions these days on different issues, and a lot of them focus on guns and firearms in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, where our law firm practices. You have to understand, as I've written in a lot of my blogs, in my books, in videos, laws are very different in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So to start off, in New Jersey, if you commit many gun violations, if you're carrying a gun, for instance, without a permit, if you have possession of an illegal gun, there's a mandatory minimum sentence associated with that. And that's a very serious crime. And again, it's a mandatory minimum 42-month state prison sentence. Now, there are things that can be done, but I encourage you not to put yourself in that situation. With regards to Pennsylvania, there are no mandatory minimum sentencing, but there are some laws out there with regards to the illegal transfer of firearms, which do attach a mandatory minimum sentence associated with those. And I would encourage you to visit my website, gambonelaw.com, to learn more about those issues. Now, getting back to guns in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, if you're going to purchase a gun during this time, and in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, while all non-essential businesses are being closed, gun stores are remaining open. Partly because they've classified guns as hobby sportsman type of businesses, and partly because obviously each one of us, whether you agree with it or not, have a Second Amendment right to bear arms. In Pennsylvania, it's Article 1, Section 21 of the Pennsylvania Constitution. Now remember, obviously, a state constitution can give us more rights, but it can never give us less rights. So going off of the Second Amendment, that's probably the reason why Pennsylvania and New Jersey, including most states, have not closed gun stores, because if they pushed the issue, they would probably, and they being the government, the state governments would probably lose that issue if it made it to court. So with regards to guns, if you're going to purchase a gun in either state, there's a process that you have to go through. And remember that COVID doesn't create any type of exception. I discuss a lot of these issues in a lot of my articles and in my videos that I've done in the past, but just keep that in mind that the COVID epidemic isn't going to change the law. So Pennsylvania, you don't need any type of purchaser identification card or anything like that, but there is an application, and I've written articles on when you fill the application out, you don't want to assume that the answers to the question. So for instance, if you've had trouble with the law, you never want to assume that what the question is asking you, you don't fall within that category, because again, an assumption isn't going to be a defense. If you answer the question improperly, it can be a felony crime, it can be a misdemeanor. Same thing goes in New Jersey. You have to really be careful, listen to what the question is asking you. If you're not sure, go back and ask a criminal defense lawyer. We get a lot of these questions, and really it's better safe than sorry. If you're going to purchase a gun in New Jersey, remember that you need to have that purchaser identification card. If you're going to purchase a handgun, unlike Pennsylvania, you need a permit to purchase a handgun in New Jersey. Now, Pennsylvania doesn't have those requirements, but both states, you need a permit to carry the gun outside of your home or place of business, a concealed carry permit. If you don't have that permit, you cannot carry it outside of those areas. Now, under normal circumstances, you can take the gun outside of your home or place of business to have it serviced or have it cleaned or go to the range. But right now, everything is closed. Now, possibly there's gun ranges open. I'm not sure if the gun sales stores, if they have a section of the store which has a range open, if that's open. I would imagine that probably not. I don't want to make any assumptions, but you don't want to be in that situation. If you don't have a permit to carry, do not carry the gun outside your home or place of business. Again, there are very specific laws. In New Jersey, if you purchase a gun and you don't have a permit to carry, again, you are subject to the possible mandatory minimum sentence. In Pennsylvania, there's no mandatory minimum sentence, but it's still a potential felony and or a misdemeanor. In most situations, if you're in a large city like Philadelphia, where our firm practices a lot, it will be graded as a felony offense in most situations. But keep that in mind. Understand that the permit to carry in New Jersey is extremely hard to get. Most people don't get them. To obtain a permit to carry in New Jersey, it's a very arduous process. Some say almost an impossible process. I've written articles on this. It requires a court to basically sign off on it. So you see very quickly, it's very difficult to get a permit to carry in New Jersey. In Pennsylvania, the process is much easier, but right now it's my understanding the Commonwealth is not allowing people to obtain permits to carry. They've pretty much shut that down, and there's no constitutional issue there. So obviously the Second Amendment talks about the right to bear arms, but the state can obviously dictate where you can bear those arms. So in this situation, that's the reason why they've allow you to purchase, but again, that they're not going to let you carry it unless you have a permit already prior to all this going on. I know police aren't really stopping people these days for a lot of things, but if you are stopped by a police officer, now you're under no obligation to tell the officer, what's in your car. But remember that in both states, if police have probable cause to search the car for whatever reason, they don't need a warrant to search the car. Now, a gun, unlike a drug, it's not going to usually give off a smell of some sort. But if some reason the police officer has probable cause to search, and again, this is a area that frequently our law firm finds itself defending, is because obviously the search where a gun is found in a car creates a possible pretrial motion for us that we usually win a lot of our cases on. But remember, if the officer wants to search the car, don't stop him, don't give consent. But if he finds something, don't make any statements, just remain silent, give the officer your license, your insurance information, that's it. Anything you say is not going to help your case. More than likely, you will be arrested. Now, in some situations, possibly they cite you and tell you to come to court later on, but you will have a court date. And anything you say to the officer at this point is going to be only going to hurt your case. So really, don't make a statement. If he's going to arrest you, let him arrest you. Remember, if you are stopped, if you are arrested, don't assume bail. Have your family reach out to a criminal defense lawyer to argue that bail. You don't want to make an assumption that bail is going to be low. Our firm had a situation very recently where there was a legal gun owner. He had no prior criminal history. The requested bail was over $1 million. And it was up to us to go to court on a Saturday morning to bring it down to something reasonable. But again, don't make that assumption. For more information, just one more thing, I want you to go to my website, check it out. Behind me there, what you'll see is just covers of all the books that I've written in the area of criminal defense. They're great pieces of information. They're all free, all available on our website, gambonelaw.com. If you have questions, please call us. Our phone number, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is 215-755-9000. Again, my name is Alfonso Gambone. It is my sincere hope that you and your family are getting through this difficult time, and I hope to see you all soon.